Oh, now we're live.
Now we're
Hello,
live.
everyone.
Man, that was the same too, because I will never be able to tell that joke the same way ever again. And that was probably the funniest joke I have ever told. You know that?
It was. Too bad they'll never know.
They'll never hear it because I will never be able to get that delivery the same way ever again. So all we can do is just
Fab Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
we so seriously need to re-update that artwork on there. It just it's just that look on Matt's face just looks like someone who should be on like a registry list on that. But you know, it is Thursday night. You know what that means. It is the time for we here at Figure Action, and you guys over there still trying to figure out why you guys watch us, but we greatly appreciate you. Seriously, you can be doing so many cool things on this Thursday night, and you join us. And those of you on the rewatch crew, don't worry, I know you're there, and so I'm shouting you out. I have no idea who you are, so I can't call out your name. But for those of us though who are in the chat, though, people like TF Hustler, like Toy Mafia, shouting out Nightwingham, may he rest in peace. The Titan, Princeton Failings, Aquatechy, Big M, because I don't know, lowercase m doesn't ever want to show up. We're not cool enough for them.
Nope.
And yes, one of those is supposed to be Matt. Heck, this one was supposed to be me, for crying out loud, and it just. But don't worry, I think we'll like get some AI to like make us all like look cool. But enough with the pitter patter, because I'm completely rambling. T-Man, how are you tonight?
I am great. Unfortunately, we had to take me away from Metroid Dread, and I dread that. But I'll get to go back soon, probably, since it's only two of us. But anywho, what did I get this week? I picked up, for the people who the toy hunt I just put up. They probably saw me pick up this Boulder Crash right here. He is a homage to the Rock Lords from the GoBot days, except he turns into a vehicle thing. And today, I got this guy, Magnus, or whatever his name is. Something about molten rock. That's his name.
It looks better than he should, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and he's heavy. The joints are tight. It has better ankle articulation than several things. And the butt is filled in with 2 screws.
You know, there's a whole genre for that, but we're not going to go there.
All right. There is no real hollowness. You know what? The funny thing, you could take these and put them on the back of his legs, and then that makes him have hollowness. So it's better to not put them on the back of the legs. But yeah, he's all right. I'll review this at some point. Probably.
And then it's basically he's like a Rocky truck.
Yeah, it's like if Unicron decided to just zap rocks and tell them come alive and do whatever, and now they need to chase after the Autobots, so they decided to add wheels to themselves. That's what it seems like.
Oh,
they're like magic Transformers almost. And I don't think they have sparks. Like him, especially since his chest is open and he's dead inside right there. But how are you, Dave?
Well, right now, mostly my little one's been sick, so I've been playing nursemaid today. I did make the most kick-ass chicken soup, though, in the world. I need to put, like, a recipe book for something like that. You know, like Trustarscreamer cooks or something like that. But, that's been kind of slow.
So you used to have a Facebook show.
Yeah, but I just don't have the time for that. Too many things. I barely have enough time to do my YouTube channel. You know, over at Trustarscreamer. Please hit the likes, comments, and subscribes. And if you're here, hit that like, comment, and subscribe. You know, what kind of this is why I fail at YouTube. I don't say all the cool things you're supposed to say. As far as acquisition,
T-shirts and it helps out our channel and blah 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 blah.
algorithm, something algorithm.
Look in our description.
Yes. If you buy stuff on Amazon, use his affiliate link.
Yeah.
As far as getting stuff goes, I got something that came out a little earlier this year, and that is the amazing Yamaguchi Hawks figure. I was able to score him under about $80 delivered to me on one of my face group buy groups. So I mean, I had to pay for him. It wasn't like one of my lucky strikes, but I didn't pay they were charging like 120 for him on BBTS. So
how many don't give a crap faces does he come with?
More than you'd think. It's like he doesn't. The only thing he doesn't have is some kind of face showing emotion. It's an amazing Yamaguchi figure. I mean, like, these are a pain to review because there's just so much stuff with them. I mean, like a ton of stuff. But he does come with all the accessories you'd want him to have, including like 2 little chicken wings if he throws all his feathers out. But I just like the fact he does have a hand that goes in the pocket look to it. So I got him chilling like Orange Cassidy. If you know, you know.
Only one I've reviewed, I think, is Gambit so far. I have the Spider-Man in my possession thanks to Mike, but I need to review that at some point.
Is it the first or the second Spider-Man?
Second, I believe.
Now I'm jealous. So
I didn't even open it yet, so he's super mad and jealous.
But it's like it's been kind of quiet out there as far as finding stuff, you know.
Only thing I found is core class stuff.
I know Zero got his fans toy Scourge. I've heard.
Oh yeah.
Heard amazing bot mode. I've heard insane transformation, and I've heard very good alt mode. But the whole part of getting A to B is the hell is the path to hell.
From what I've watched more than once, there are a lot of steps.
And again, this is just me. You know, I know it's a fantastic display piece, and I do a lot of fantastic displaying. If you're gonna I don't think you should be punished for wanting to transform your Transformers. That's how I see it. But as I said, it's been pretty quiet on things. But as far as news goes, we do have some things here.
There was quite a few McFarlane, I know.
Oh yeah, I want to hit. I want to touch a little, just a little on Transformers. Just even though I don't collect as much of it, but there are a few. I know Zero put a bunch of things on here. I'm not going to hit all of them, guys. I'm sorry. There's just some things I don't think we need to know.
The main thing, I guess, is the HasLab tease.
We'll talk about that. Walmart is putting out where is my share screen thing? Present, share screen.
I'm Spider-Man. I'm not supposed to tell y'all, but yeah.
We're getting a retro Soundwave.
Yep.
Honestly, the only thing I would say is this. He is a little bigger than the original one, it looks like. But honestly, if you could get your hands on the original, get your hands on the original.
Yeah, these are dumbed down to be cartoon accurate. Well, not dumbed down. Like, it looks like they definitely took off all the record, play, and all that stuff off of his buttons. And they gave him cartoon accurate colors.
He still has play there, but those are not like the original had die-cast feet. This doesn't have the die-cast feet. Doesn't have the stickers.
I think Ravage looks better.
Ravage looks better, but none of the weapons are chromed.
Yeah, they're supposed to be cartoon accurate. That's the whole point of these.
But I want to know what these stands are, to be honest.
Where
I would-
that might be digital.
No, Ravage is on a stand to make it look like he's on his hind legs, and Laserbeak's on a stand to make a like you can actually see the
Oh.
stand here in this picture.
Is it the official Hasbro? Because you know
No,
they got to
they're
sell
not.
that.
They should be though. I would love to, but
I can't see them. My screen's too small. I know they got those Transformer stands out. You've seen those, right?
I'll have to take a look for those. But
They're like Autobot and Decepticon. You can like layer them on top of each other.
oh no, they're not like that. That's that. Look on a bigger screen. I'll send you the link later, but definitely look on a bigger screen for that.
All right.
But I think that's kind of neat. We got some new pictures of and if you guys have been watching the show, I have been interested in this. While I don't buy a lot of Transformer properties anymore, this is something I do have on pre-order. So if that should say anything for you, and that is the YOLO Park AMK series. They're now calling it the 40th anniversary, and the fact he does come with a stand absolutely helps. They call these model kits, but all it is literally like a Build-A-Figure. And this reminds me of MPO1.
With
Flaps, the accessories, the proportions. I liked MPO1 back in the day.
I did. I played with it so much I made his knees break.
The eyes lighting up here. These skirts break just in the right places. And reasonably priced and hitting there's your money shot right there.
I would be more excited about them if I didn't have things like this in my possession. Where it doesn't have that.
What things are what? Oh.
You still get the articulation.
Yeah, but I trust the knees on that figure. The knees on the YOLO Park better.
No, this is the Magic Square.
Oh, well, yes, but this technically is first party because it is it's licensed out.
Yeah, I just personally can't get excited about them.
I mean, obviously we don't have any pictures of it, but I think next week they'll be announcing what the HasLab is going to be for the 40th anniversary.
Yeah, it's pretty much everybody, and if it's not this, people are going to be either happy or disappointed, but it's going to be Robots in Disguise Omega Prime.
Which it's the 40th, which I think is cool, but it's the 40th anniversary of G1, It's like,
well, we already got MP44 and that G1 Optimus Prime with the updated articulation. If anything is celebrating 40th anniversary, is that G1 Optimus Prime.
I mean, I think it's a good HasLab, to be honest, that Omega Prime. Mm-hmm. I just find it funny that we're going to use the backdrop of 40th anniversary of G1, so let's bring out a series that honestly most people glossed over.
Yeah, it was definitely 100% filler.
I mean, with the exception of the design, with the exceptions, I think, of the Megatron that was, in Japan wasn't even a Megatron; he was Gigatron.
Yeah.
Fire Convoy and Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, most of the Autobots, the bigger Autobots, were new molds.
Oh yeah, and then all the Predacons and Decepticons, with the exception of Megatron, were all repaints. I mean,
yes. Now we did get that a new mold, but it was only in America only for Tripredacus. That he turned to like a dog. He had like 3 heads.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought that was a Beast Machines figure for some reason.
It may have been. I feel like they said it was specifically made for RID, but I could be wrong.
But I'm sorry, yeah. I mean, with the exception of some toy designs, RID was also painful to watch. The best
You
thing it
didn't
gave
like
us was
Sword of Fury?
Hmm?
You didn't like Sword of Fury?
I mean, Scourge was literally the only good thing that came out of that.
Yeah. That thing, it made me want. Was his name is Abominus? Was it his name wasn't Bruticus, right?
Which?
The Decepticon Combaticons.
Oh no, Ruination.
Ruination. Ruination, they made me excited watching that. And then you get the toy and it's a bunch of mini bots.
It was G1. It wasn't
Yeah,
Minibot. It was the G1 Combaticons, just
right.
recolored.
So I was like, oh, this is so out of scale.
It made me wish that honestly they gave us like an updated Bruticus. Like they've given us the up. Now, I'm not talking Combiner Wars. I want a Bruticus like they did the Stunticons.
Hmm. I mean, they could have made bigger Combaticons that had more articulation.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, like I would love to see them make a Bruticus just like they've just done this Menasor series.
They
I
can
think
still do that. I don't know. I'm shocked it hasn't happened. But I think the Stunticons were the one they did the dirtiest in Combiner Wars, so they felt like they needed to do that again.
Stunticon slash the Autobot Combiner.
Yeah, that one. But it don't count to me.
And then last thing really to talk about is nobody's asked for it, but we're getting another Devastator. Mech Invasion. It's a G1 style one, but it's not. I mean, I don't think they got the memo.
No, is it Devastator or is it just 5 construction robots?
Well, you got
Because I'm seeing Mixmaster on the arm.
Arms. We got
And then
6
the
of them.
feet.
Yeah, we're getting 6 of them. Long haul looks really good. I mean, these alt modes look really nice, but
Yeah, those are the correct alt modes.
I mean the head looks right too. Okay, that one doesn't, but is that supposed to be Scrapper?
It's supposed to be somebody.
Oh, look at the feet. This is
Shovel Feet. That's his name.
This is
Loosely based on Devastator.
yeah. Again, it's like he read the assignment wrong. Whoever designed this. I'll be curious about it, but
Professor Soundwave, no, I think it's going to be specifically HasLab only. That's how they usually do it. Sometimes they give you everything, but then other times it's like specifically that thing, they rush through it and they act like they got to hurry up and get back to their desk because they're sneaking and doing it on their lunch break.
The only other thing that makes me wonder about, again, having Omega Prime as it, with the exception of the sword, what kind of tiers would you have?
That cannon that it used to put on his shoulders.
Well, that's Ultra Magnus's cannon. Like that was part of Ultra. That was.
But they still might do that because you're getting 2 robots.
Right, but I'm saying that was part. But that was literally Ultra Magnus's guns. Like that was.
Maybe a little Skybite or something.
So I mean, it's kind of like how like the Star Saber, what's his name? Victory Leo 2-pack.
Yeah.
I guess they would be doing it like that.
I can't remember. Were both of them included at first, or did you have to do tiers?
That would defeat the whole purpose of having Ultra Magnus be a tier. If it's supposed to be Omega Prime.
Yeah, I haven't watched that show, and so only thing I can think that they could come with is a what was her name? Teletran.
Oh, the girl who looked like she should be who should be a Pokemon nurse.
Yeah, like they could release a figure for her. Maybe it'd be posable. I can't think of much else.
I'm just saying that's the only thing of like it would make sense for it to be a HasLab, but then I just don't think that they should actually do tiers, except for maybe the sword.
Maybe blast effects like water shooting out of Optimus, smoke coming off Ultra Magnus or something.
Oh God.
Yeah, I can't think of tiers. Did anybody say something in here? What they think the tiers might be?
Yeah, let me know your thoughts on the side here, guys. We're kind of speculating. We're throwing things out here because it's kind of a blank slate. Ooh, wow. Effortlessly Random. Haven't seen him in a while. Hope you are doing well, sir. I hope you're keeping warm. Primus from HasLab?
If they do HasLab, it will be a new mold. That's usually the purpose of HasLab, to do a new mold. Not they could easily remold Unicron right now because they already have the mold. There's no reason to fund it. Like they could release a purple Unicron right now because they've already done it, and we paid for the HasLab, so now they can do whatever they want with that mold.
Can you imagine how pissed off people would be having to rearrange their shelves, though, for another planet?
No, some people want it, but some people are already getting that Zeta one. So
true. Oh, Moon Studios were
I don't know if we get a Primus. I don't think it will be as big as Unicron. I don't see them going back to do another $600 HasLab anymore.
I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah, like if they do this Omega Prime, that's going to be like close to 300, if not 300.
Mm.
Or they might surprise us, and no, it can't be, because one of them would have to be the size of Deathsaurus or whatever, probably.
Mm-hmm. Well,
or maybe the size of Star Saber.
Yeah. Well, just
to parts on.
To change to move tracks here, as you said, McFarlane does have some stuff going on. They did announce the Dark Knight Rises Bat Pod with Catwoman. Before this on here, they have also announced a Catwoman, just a solo Catwoman figure as well. And well,
there she is in her Toy Biz design look. Her proportions look so weird.
Wasn't this how much did you say this was? It's going for like
$70.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it and I saw a gold label, McFarlane store exclusive, I was like $70. I did automatically, because they always tack on an extra $20 to $30. And looking at her, looking at that little ass bike, this should not be more than $40.
I agree completely.
And you got to pay shipping and taxes. So George Plastic Addict said it. He pre-ordered it because he likes DC stuff. And I was like, you better not ever say anything about anything I buy ever again. Because I'm like, that is not worth $70.
That is not a Mafex figure you're paying for right there.
No. She does come with extra hands.
Well, and T-Man, I did warn you I was going to say this. I mean, come on. Is that label there really made out of gold, and is that what we're paying for?
It must be. I'm thinking. She doesn't even come with a whip.
No. Did she have a whip in the movie?
I don't think so. And I know her goggles don't come up to form the ears.
That's the thing. You know, that was the whole thing. She was never. I will have to say that I think that was probably the most clever thing about the whole movie was the fact she was never Catwoman, but when her goggles went up, you saw the little ears on them.
Yeah.
I had to give credit to that. And then she's got those. I hate these proportions.
Yeah.
And
she's skinny in real life, but yeah.
They just need to
the
get
hair
up on the goddamn high heels.
Yes, you put her on the bike and you never take her off for $70.
Might as well buy a statue for that price. And where's is the other one? I mean, that looks cool. You can adjust the goggles, but and then we also get the capeless suit
with the thingamabob.
Was that the? Yeah, I think that was the. Yes, the gel explosives. I think. But
very interesting item for him to come with.
He's got the cape. He's got the cape there. Ironically, he looks
jetpack.
For me, these are both very easy passes. What do I think the idea of McFarlane exclusives is so pricey? Because Target backed out for them to carry it. I don't think it was Target. Because Target is doing really well with those Joker figures.
Yeah.
I see them come in, and I always see less of them every time I go to Target. So people are buying the Jokerized figures, and those are a Target exclusive.
I feel like it's what McFarlane tried to say he wasn't doing. They see a way to get some extra money because they know people want that fat bod.
Well, also, I was going to say,
easy money.
If anyone was going to be backing out of an exclusive, I'd almost would have been saying it was going to be Walmart, because fuck Walmart. They buy exclusives and they never make it to the shelves because nobody ever bothers putting them out.
Right. Or you go to one store and there's a mountain of them, and then you go to another one in the same city and you never see it.
What's up, Winston?
Like, have you seen the card at Crimson Guard?
I went to my Walmart, which I haven't gone to in about a month, and they had Lady J's, they had Gung Ho's, and they had Shipwrecks. That was it.
My store amazingly doesn't have Lady J out. They don't have the females at all. They have Gung Ho, Shipwreck, and the Crimson Guard.
I never. It's the only way I got a Crimson Guard was when Zero sold me one.
I mean, sorry, not Gung Ho. Crap, what is his name?
But
the one that does this.
Rock and Roll.
Yes, Rock and Roll. Shipwreck.
But I haven't seen any of the only vintage card figures I've ever seen are Gung Ho and Lady J. That's it down here. Never saw a Baroness. Never saw a Zartan. None of them.
Oh, I've never seen Zartan. They also have Destro.
Never saw. I mean, I'm thankful that the other, like the retro carded Duke now is, I could buy that on Hasbro and Amazon. So I'm glad they pulled. But yeah, when I hear Walmart and exclusive, I had my fingers crossed just to see if I could find another Shadow Tracker, because I want to get one to cut up.
I have to think You tell me again. Send me this.
He does look good in the blue.
Yeah.
If I could afford this, I would be all over. I would be all over this, and I also would have ordered the previous figures, because Reign of Superman was absolutely one of my favorite story arcs in the 90s. And the Mafex Superboy looks absolutely amazing.
You can afford it.
No, I can't.
Just don't buy something else. If you can justify $80, just don't buy a regular figure and add that to it.
Well, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I've been cherry picking my figures, but look at this jacket actually looks like a pleather jacket, like it's a Mezco jacket they put on here.
Somebody was telling me they don't like the jacket. I'm looking like I don't see what's wrong with it.
That jacket looks great. It's obnoxious. It's bulky, just like how he had him.
Treat yourself, Dave. This is the figure of your dreams.
Well, no, I already have the figure of my dreams, and that was the Mezco Azrael Batman. Now, if they actually made an Azrael figure, that would be the figure of my dreams.
Oh, speaking of Mezco, do we have that on this?
The Boy Wonder?
Yes.
Boy, if only I could if I could have come up with a better segue.
It's Mafex, so more than likely it's between 90 and 120.
Holy shorts.
Yes. And I seen a different, that picture right there. Did they have more pictures?
I mean,
oh, and he's shorter. Somebody was like, oh, Boog. I saw his post on Instagram. He's like, if he's not short, don't show him to me.
he's short. I mean, this is niche, and I am not that niche, but if you're a Silver Age fan, I could totally see why getting excited over this.
Or if you watch Ace Vane on Instagram. Daddy.
That's actually a really good picture right there. That's one of the few ones that would sell it for me.
This is definitely goofy times right there.
That's goofy times. You can tell they're having fun with this. And you know what? This is the part why I like Mezco. You've got some people who really do appreciate the properties that they have. You know? Again, this is not my thing. I don't need to spend the money on it. But this is $90. You get the punch effect. You get a BAM effect. You get the bat cuffs. The respirator. Yeah.
Bat shark repellent. They should do that. If they ever, I guess they probably could do an Adam West Batman.
It's tricky, but they could. And just because we're talking Mezco, wow, this is actually not sold out yet. Usually Rumble Society sells out like that.
I've not seen that, but I'm stepping away for 2 seconds.
So it's just me talking about this stuff here. I mean, I don't do too much of the Rumble Society, as you guys all know. But, well, okay, sorry, I don't do the Gomez stuff. I actually do have a few Rumble Societies. I've got Hawk and I've got one of the Dr. Nocturnals. But this is just a great reuse of some of their stuff. He does look pretty badass. I like this is actually a reuse from.
Was this?
Yeah,
this
is
released
the this week.
I haven't seen anything on it. Nobody in the chat.
It's basically like a Krieg figure. It's a Krieg figure who basically leveled up independently.
No.
And this is the guy he's the nemesis for that Gomez, the Void Gomez. So. Da, 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 da.
Are they fighting right there? I can't.
Yes, they are. More pictures of this. This is the 1/18th scale. There's. I am so. I say this every time I see pictures from this collection. I am happy and I am sad that this is not 1/12 scale.
I don't know. That looks super close to classified.
But this is all 1/18th. So.
But the people in the comments, how old were you when you found out that Zartan wasn't just long brown hair? I was an adult before I realized I knew that was a hood.
But look at the detail on the face here, and the on the belt buckle, all of this.
I can hear his weird voice.
So they call this their exquisite mini, and this absolutely lives up to it.
You know, how do we know the price on these?
They're about $20.
That's the crazy thing. I know that the ones I bought were, I got them on clearance, but I knew they were $20. But I'm shocked they're still only $20.
I'll tell you. I can tell you real quick. Let's go over. Let's go hit the.
See, now these, when I see this, when I hear $20, I'm like, that's a good price. But when you see the Star Wars vintage, I'm like, yeah, no.
I mean, the high-end stuff is not bad priced in general. See if they've got. I'm seeing if they've got the Joe stuff up here yet. I mean, there's one of their Predators here for $19.99. The 1/18th Ed 209 is $50.
That Judge
Don't know if they've got
less.
Yeah, the Judge Dreads here are 118. Yeah, these are all at $20 here. All the pre-orders are at $20. Well, this one's 24, but you got the soft goods cloak to it. RoboCop, $20. So these are really well.
I think those are actually licensed properties, and then like people like Joy Toy, I think their 1/18th is way more than $20.
Yes, but one of the things of the properties that they're licensing, that Warhammer stuff, is a hell of a license.
Like that and their little weird made-up pilot guys. They aren't cheap.
It's different stuff, It's hard to say. You're getting different things, different designs, different qualities.
And I don't think they have double-jointed elbows like I am.
No, they don't. Oh no, I don't know. My Joy Toy guys are piloting their mechs, and they're in a glass cabinet right now.
No, these are the little ones though.
But yeah, it's been, except for the rest of it's all been pretty quiet here. 5K Toys hasn't put anything out crazy this week. Just checking out.
So I'm about to go look through some picture uploads because I know somebody was sharing. Everybody shares stuff with me all the time.
Sometimes they overshare.
Yes.
This is pretty neat. If you're from a Dragon Ball fan. Red Ribbon Army mech.
Yeah. Does that guy have bright pink lips?
He's a sign of the times of when he was drawn. Yes, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, nothing else. That's it. I think with Chinese New Year approaching, everyone is kind of putting a slowdown on things, just because it's not worth getting production up or hopes up right now.
One popular thing this week has been everybody getting their Mezco classic Spider-Man and complaining about the nylon bending up on the shoulders or creases. Now
Ooh.
I'm like, I have the Far From Home Spider-Man, and when you put the arm out, it creases because it's bent. But when you put it down, it goes away to a level where you don't see it. But they're saying that the materials are cheaper and it kind of like messes up completely.
So let's have some fun. We got a few minutes to kill. And like I said, one of the things I like to say with figure action, I don't think we're just supposed to be talking about the news and then be a news site, because we're not. So we've got this announcement coming up next week for the Transformers thing. In general, do you have a wish list for things that you hope to be either announced or to come out in 2024, just across the board, whether it be Star Wars, whether it be licensed or third party? And you guys in the chat too, drop out here. Do you guys have any realistic hopes for 2024? I mean, again, this could be from NECA, this could be from Mezco, this could be from Hasbro, McFarlane. Are we finally gonna get a new Spawn costume for McFarlane, for example? Or drop a whole bunch of new Motu stuff with the new show.
Oh yeah, some of that. They didn't show anything new, did they?
Yeah, I think they've been doing. I think it's supposed to drop tonight, isn't it?
Oh, the show?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to find out.
Yeah. Dead end from Fans Toys. Yeah, I think that's everybody's hope for on the Transformer side.
And their combiner parts.
Studio 86 swoop. Also, I'm with you on that.
Definitely Studio 86. We should have that. Snarl, where the hell is he?
I got him right here.
No, you don't. Oh, you do? You didn't open it?
I still have Grimlock boxed.
Yeah, I couldn't help myself. I had to open those.
I haven't opened a Transformer. I've bought so many Transformers and haven't opened so many. It's not even funny.
Yeah, definitely. A Studio Series, bigger Dinobot. I definitely had it. Besides me having to review it, I definitely had to open that to see how it was. But shit. I think more classic G.I. Joe characters would be nice. Now it's cool that we're getting Scarlet and Duke at all at the same time, which is cool. An updated Stalker with a better freaking face would be awesome for card back.
If anyone needs a better face, it's got to be Falcon.
Yeah, if they did a card back version for him with a better face, that would be awesome. Like they owe us that.
Yes.
I would like, because I was having fun collecting them, I would like for Fortnite figures to come back.
Hi, Sony. Hope things are going. We send you positive vibes.
Now we see Jazzwares is making that figure for the weekend, and they're calling it 6.5-inch scale. If they could just do that period, because it looked like that was designed by Hasbro. If they did that for other figures and made them regular price, that would be great.
Well, for me, I mean, it's cool that we're getting Nemesis Enforcer.
Or Nemesis Immortal,
whatever the heck he's gonna be, but it's Nemesis Enforcer from Cobra Law. So obviously, I'd like at least a Cobra Law Trooper, and I would also really like to get Jinx, because then we've got Jinx and Law and Order, because we've got Tunnel Rat.
Big Lob. Big Lob.
Did you make a Big Lob from that Stephen Curry figure?
No.
Oh.
I got my headless Giannis right here.
But I would like to get
Big
all
Lob, Jinx, and we got Chuckles and Tunnel
Rat
Rat already.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd like to be able to put together Beachhead's Roughnecks.
That would definitely be cool.
I'd like to get some complete Joe squad. Obviously, I would like to get Monkey Wrench and Torch for Dreadnoks.
Alpine, I want him for Bazooka.
Yes, very good. And I want a Megatron that doesn't suck.
Well, that Bumblebee concept movie one, he's very articulated for.
If you guys have not seen it, Patriot Prime did a great video review of the concept Megatron. I'll boil it down to a nutshell. The robot mode is absolutely glorious, and both alt modes are utterly forgettable.
I watched somebody else do it a while ago.
I would like to see more Legacy or United or whatever the heck they're called combiners. Yes, I mentioned Bruticus earlier. Superion would also pair very well.
Yeah, I'm shocked they haven't shown that, but it seemed like they showed us everything, but maybe there will be some more surprises.
And then I think for Marvel Legends, I want to break out. I think I would really like to get an Exodus, and to get some '90s love, I wouldn't mind some of the Acolytes. From the X-Men reboot.
I just want them to do all the new figures that they come out with to have that Spider-Man articulation with the inverted ab crunch, toe articulation. Maybe even put a ball in the torso like all their other figures that they're coming out with as.
And I definitely want to see that Widow body being used again.
Yeah, if they use that again, and I need to review that thing. If they use that again, I just want the diaphragm to move forward a little bit more than it does. Because it's like they give you the ab crunch, but it almost looks like she doesn't have it because it doesn't go forward that much.
Yeah. Because
the ankles swivel, please.
Well, let's think. Marvel Legends this year, I've barely bought any. But I bought. I think I can count on one hand as many as I bought. No, maybe a little more. But they both disappoint me so much, and then they impress the hell out of me. Like, if you have not gotten it, T-Man, get that X-Men '97 Wolverine.
I didn't get any of them.
It is the definitive domestic Wolverine. And you'll sit there, you'll pose him, you'll have fun moving with him. He balances well.
You know why I didn't get him? Because I got the deluxe Mezco Wolverine, who is like a definitive Wolverine.
No. Well, notice how I phrased it: definitive, domestic.
Yeah,
it's worth. I think he's worth having in the collection if you're having domestic stuff. He also looks really good with Jada Street Fighter figures. With that animated look, it has that sprites to it.
Yeah. Maybe I can steal some of the Mezco effects to use with. I thought they were gonna make well, these didn't do good because of the price they made them, but I figured they would have the starting lineup NFL.
I think starting lineup, they screwed that. They could have done that a whole lot better, and they didn't. That stupid NFT thing was just, and charging for that really shot that to hell.
Yeah, when they reduced the price to $30, that's the price I thought they were going to be in the first place. And then they were like 50, like McFarlane on those gold label things.
So it's going to be, I think 2024, I think will be a make or break for a lot of lines, or at least for a lot of collectors. I think it is definitely, we are past the gotta buy them all phase across the board. You know, I think the compulsion has died down. And
see what McLotterick said.
You know, so is Ryan Reynolds. Which, by the way, they just wrapped Deadpool 3.
Cool. Did you see the picture with 2 Deadpools?
No.
Oh. Never mind. So much is leaking from all this stuff. I'm like, what if all that stuff is fake and none of it's going to be in the movie?
There's the Deadpool, the way they're writing the way Mariano, we're talking about also like T-Man and I are old. We have been collecting. Yeah. I have been associated with this man since the early 2000s. Okay, I have known this guy since we've been aware of each other since like 2004. And yes, good. You can get what I like and can afford. That is awesome. But when we were back in the day, old man yells at Cloud, you blindly bought an entire wave of Marvel Legends. You just bought all the Combiner Wars. You bitched about it as you bought them. It's like, God dang it, I'm getting the stupid mold again as you're buying it again.
Right. They didn't cost as much.
Okay. I'll let you feel
maybe
that.
You are.
Huh?
I said maybe they are.
Okay.
But like you're saying, Marvel Legends, because they came with the Build-A-Figure and you wanted the Build-A-Figure, you bought the whole wave. That's what I was doing. I was like caught up into the hype. When I seen the new figures, I bought everything. Then I reviewed everything. YouTube didn't help me because I used to want to review the whole wave so I can do the Build-A-Figure. But then after a while, I was like, I don't like half of the crap in this wave, and I bought it so I can make a Build-A-Figure. I'm like, I gotta stop.
Exactly.
And then I also was like, years ago, I said, if they make 6-inch G.I. Joe, I'm gonna quit Marvel Legends. And then they made 6-inch G.I. Joe, and they didn't really improve. They started putting less accessories in with Marvel Legends, making them even less appealing. And then they made G.I. Joe way more posable than I ever imagined compared to Marvel Legends. Like I figured, I had hopes that they would because they would be new bodies and their G.I. Joe the true action figures. Like when I got that Snake Eyes, I was like, this is the figure of my dreams, domestically. Mm-hmm. And then I thought by now, because that was like 3 years ago, I thought Marvel Legends would catch up, and Star Wars Black Series would catch up, but they dumbed Black Series down. And then Marvel Legends, they made some improvements with like the face prints and pinless joints and all that stuff.
And then they just release a wave of Bucky caps just because.
Right. After they said they wouldn't do it no more, and I don't understand it. They have their reasons that they can't talk about because Hasbro is cheap, basically. That's what they might as well say. They can't say it, but Hasbro wants them to be cheap.
I'm gonna grab something from my shelf real quick, and this is the figure when this was released that made me completely rethink collecting. And the only reason you bought it was because of the goddamn Build-A-Figure. And the problem was it was a damn good Build-A-Figure at the time. Be right back.
Mariano, how the heck did you hear about us? But I guess you might be an old collector.
Do you remember the fact they charged us freaking $19 for this damn thing?
I never bought that. I refuse.
But that was the only way you're building that fucking Venom.
Right.
No leg articulation. I mean, at least he's got some body articulation. But this was the moment where I'm sat there going like, what the fuck am I doing?
Right. I never bought that. Like, that was worse than Rocket from what I can remember.
It was.
The first Rocket. The second Rocket actually had articulation.
But I'm just saying, like, I mean, the problem was this was actually a good wave too. You know, it had the Carnage figure in there. It had it had that other Venom in it. It was a good wave, but this was such.
No, did that wave have Man Spider?
No. No, it didn't have the Man Spider wave. Why, he does have Boot Swivel. I forgot he had Boot Swivel. But
No.
and Man Spider was stupid because he was actually a non-build. He was a non-builder figure. I don't know how the hell people bought that.
Let me see that that Deadpool wave that came the Deadpool Venom.
Yeah.
Venom Pool. Did I buy that whole wave?
I don't know. I mean, the Venom Pool was a cool ass figure.
Yeah, he was really good. I have that Build-A-Figure, but I don't remember if I bought all the figures. So I'm lucky I'm in the position that I'm in that people will send me Build-A-Figure pieces.
Yeah. I mean, I remember the exact moment. I mean, it was the Captain Marvel wave. That was the first wave I ever skipped.
Oh, yeah.
Completely. The Sentinel Build-A-Figure thing was pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. But that was the first one I completely skipped. And that's when it kind of like...
Embarrassingly, when they went on sale for like $5 on clearance for $5 at GameStop, I bought them all so I could build that.
Yeah.
I mean, build.
But
so I have all of them still in the box. I haven't even taken them out.
But now, like I said, these days it's all about to go back to where this all started from. You know, I'm now cherry picking everything, and that particular Wolverine is a one worth cherry picking. And I think if Marvel Legends can build up to that particular quality, if Marvel Legends can build up to the Joe quality, to be honest, yes,
right.
But if not, it's gonna. We're all gonna be
like
going.
These in Fortnite, the articulation is so much better. It's like it's crazy you come out with new lines and that are crazy articulated and then leave the old lines the same. Except for with Indiana Jones and Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, that's a whole different thing of these other properties too. So, but they're also not the thing with the thing with Fortnite is Indiana Jones. You only have so many characters you can make. Ghostbusters, there's only so many characters you can make.
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite, technically, you're printing money because they keep making Fortnite keeps making so many designs. So, but we'll see. The year is still young, and so apparently, according to Mariano, so are we. So, it's so.
Yeah,
On that note,
compared to his age, yes, he's almost old enough to be our parent.
Well,
a teenage parent.
On that note, I think we'll call it a night. I thank you very much for joining me tonight, and definitely check out this man's reviews. Definitely want to catch his full opinion.
My next video is gonna be either this guy or this thing right here. I filmed both of them already. I just need to edit them.
So, well, in that case, then, as I like to say at the end of my videos, until next time, take care. Peace.
Bye. See you. I love you.